Friends, with the lockdown due to the pandemic COVID-19, people were stranded as to where they were right from March 23rd onwards. The migrant workers, they have stopped at their places work, and they were not given their salaries. They started slowly walking on the roads. Of course, it has been a messed up issue. Of course, Shramik rails were arranged, they have been taken away. And in other countries, foreign countries, so many tourist students and so many persons, they have been stranded. They were staying in the airports itself. Of course, on the Bharat scheme, some of them, most of them have been airlifted and put in a quarantine. And added to these woes, the students, yes, different states of students, they will be studying. For example, Kerala students, they have gone to Raipur and they were studying All India Institute of Medical Sciences. There is an institute, Aiims in Raipur. They were stranded there right from March 20th. So they do not know what they have to do. Incidentally, you may be knowing the Chief Justice of Chhattisgarh is Sri P.R. Ramachandra Menon. He is a Keralite. So these people were stranded in Raipur itself. Of course, they were allowed for some time in the hostels. Sometimes they were asked to go out. Of course, their woes are so many. We can't describe them. Literally, they wept. Anyway, so since they did not have any help, likely they have written a letter to the Supreme Court lawyer. Yes, Supreme Court lawyer. His name I will tell you later. P. Ramachandran, I will tell you his Supreme Court lawyer. Yes. So they have asked him for the legal help. Yes, his name is Advocate Harris Beeran. So on May 17th, they have informed the email, actually they have said informed Mr. Harris Beeran about their plight, about their pathetic situation, about how they are being actually stranded. They were stranded in Raipur. So then he sent an email to the Chief Justice of Chhattisgarh, Sri P.R. Ramachandra Menon. So Justice Menon, yes, he has intervened in time, promptly he has intervened. What he has done is, immediately he has taken cognizance of the email sent by Harris Beeran. So who stated that so the students were stranded in Raipur since March 20th, and some of them had contacted him and seeking legal help. Of course, they also came to know that some train services have been resumed from Delhi and from Punjab. But the problem is, none of the trains were passing through Chhattisgarh. They have no other go. So either they have to come to Delhi, there is no route. How can they come? So therefore they requested him. So Mr. Ramachandra Menon reacted immediately, and he has asked actually he has created a file. He has created a file on the basis of the email. That means he took cognizance of the material. Then he passed an administrative order calling for information from the state government. How many people are stranded? How many Kerala is there? How many students are? How many are there in Raipur? How many are in All India Institute of Medical Sciences? So he wanted to ascertain the facts, whether they were given, whether they were starving for, whether they are having enough food or not, or whether they had been denied entry into the hostels. On all these things he wanted information, and he instructed his Registrar General to collect all this information through the Advocate General of the state. Please remember the protocol. The Justice has took cognizance of the matter, then he has given an administrative order. He wanted the Advocate General to follow up the matter, and through his Registrar General directly. Of course, directly he cannot ask the Chief Minister. So on behalf of him, the Advocate General will react. Luckily, the state government is ready to react, and they reacted promptly, and they have provided buses to all the students, and happily they went to Kerala state. So now he says the full credit goes to the Chhattisgarh government. The judiciary, of course, simply played its part by taking cognizance of the citizens' representation. Because in view of just CJI, Menon sir, these people, the students, definitely they are the frontline workers tomorrow. If any such incident happens, they have to take up the cudgels on their shoulders and they have to take up the issue. They are the frontline workers. So in case of a future health crisis, and they should be able to trust the administration, the system. They should think that the system will help them at the need of the hour. So now they are happy. They will abide, or they will abide, and they will do their duty to the society in the years to come. So that is the expectation. Incidentally, all of them have reached safely to Kerala state. So, and Mr. Menon says, we means the judiciary. The judiciary cannot simply direct the government to do anything unless there is a breach on the part of the government. Yes, he has analyzed it correctly. Normally, the court cannot give any direction. Simply, if there is anything faulty, then they will give, you do like this, you do like this is right, this is wrong, this is the interpretation, like that they will tell. So he has known his parameters. He has known the structural formula. Therefore, he has beautifully, that's why the heading is also like that. CJ throws a lifeline to the standard students through administrative order by taking cognizance. Of course, when the government comes to know that the judiciary has taken cognizance of the such matter, then definitely they will react in a positive way, they react positively, and they react rapidly, and surely they have arranged buses and shifted all of them to Kerala state. Of course, if this happens in the case of migrant workers also, we people will be very happy. Let us assume that all the migrant workers reach their destinations safely. We have been seeing their woes, very pathetic. Anyway, this is a good case study where the CJ of a state comes to the help of lifeline of the standard students. That means everybody has got a role to play in this pandemic situation. Thank you.